have a lot of artillery. Now when artillery start to bombard my troops, I will try to run them forward, and in this way, in the worst case scenario, our numbers should prevail. So these are the few brigades that the general has moved against us, and they are so lacking numbers, we may as well just run them through. They have absolutely nothing here. Absolutely nothing, and they may as well just be running back to their comrades. In any case, after just a couple of these volleys, we could as well just simply charge them forward. So this is the first shot right here. A very nice day to die. As you can see, it's shiny, it's beautiful. Feels very, very nice indeed. Oh, no, 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 I don't want my general too much forward. Oh no, the general. Okay, go back. Okay. The Russians are on the retreat, and we may as well just pick up our bayonets and start advancing. Alright? And that's just all that we need, all that we want. Now that some of these brigades of theirs have successfully retreated, that just puts a bit more pressure on our soldiers' legs. I can't really run them down, but I'll send the general's cavalry unit, and hopefully this will be just enough for us to do this. In here the Russians are soon going to be completely surrounded, routed. As you can see, that's exactly what's taking place here. Their cavalry is being chased too. So far so good. And their main force, it looks like it's almost behind our backs here. And they are the ones that reinforcing. It looks like it's bad. So the enemy general killed Eduard Uritsky, and that's the general that that started this all. Engagement. Our general is successfully routing down the troops here, and their cavalry, the Russian cavalry, is in our lines, which is splendid considering that they are charging into our very, very heavily armed infantry, and we'll be waiting them here for now. Let's do just that, get our troops in line. Yeah, so far so good. You can retreat back to the lines from that skirmish there. Another batch of troops attacking our infantry. This is certainly going to be an easy picking. And we see there's the rest. The Russians have the rest of these troops, and it looks like these are the Cossacks. So one of the cultures that the Russian Empire has, one of many, and these are the Cossacks right here. And now we should successfully use our numbers and just very, very effectively try and charge the enemy without much thought, thinking that everything is just going to work out. So we'll do just that. It looks like picking away our enemy's brigades is not going to be a big deal. As you may have already noticed, the Russians are very disoriented here, and will certainly make use of that. If you hold shift, you can issue multiple orders, so that's awesome. As you can see, some artillery units here are moving around. If they shoot, if they have a good hit, it's going to be a complete disaster very quickly. Okay, here we've got ourselves a nice catch. As you can see, the Russians will flee. The Cossacks, in fact, will flee just after a short skirmish, so that's good for us. And they're so spread out, so unable to mount anything. We're just going to march them forward, and this will make sure that they are being kept in the siege. Look at that, they will successfully try to create this square formation so that they could defend themselves from all sides. So it looks like they expected here a attack from multiple sides, which is exactly what we're going to give them. Furthermore, with the use of numbers here, we are going to attack their line infantry. Whoa, look at that, bam, they're starting to attack us with their artillery here. Okay, some of these troops need to be sent all over, and one needs to be sent north, so that they could take out these artillery positions. Obviously, if the Russians would have stacked their artillery here on the hill and their infantry down the hill, things would have been very different. So these Cossacks here have successfully been able to get themselves together. I'm going to send a couple of these brigades here and turn off the guard mode, which will order the troops not to chase enemies. That's not going to happen. As you can see, at all times the Russians, when they're fighting our French troops, they are fighting them at least 1 to 3 in number, and that will make things very devastating for them, because they most likely will not be able to kind of bear this kind of a weight. And as you can see, they are successfully for us breaking. Furthermore, I'm sending additional brigades to fight that entrenchment on the hill, and a few brigades to fight the Cossacks that decided to rally in the south from this position. So it looks like this is the only area here that has some kind of a strength here, so sort of a fortification with some ammunition here for their cannons, and we should soon be able to overrun this. As you may already know, if they would have Krita gone to our infantry formation such as this with their artillery, they would, most of them would just die due to shrapnel fire. Okay, so far so good. It looks very beautiful, absolutely incredible. And as you can see here, they got a nice hit, and already French are dying. So, well, just pretty much I'm not going to show any mercy to these artillerymen. And when this fortification of theirs ends up being wiped out, the Russians will be forced to retreat into the settlement, and we will continue our war, and that's it. So you can see the French flag here is strong. Okay, that's it. Let's further our efforts and try run down those retreating troops. So as you can see, our formation is very different from the Kazakhs, so not all of our troops here will engage. They may have a nice round, but that's due to the fact that we are waiting for additional reinforcements there too. It looks like that's only a matter of time now. Look at that, we managed to successfully broke through their line here, and the Kazakhs are going to be retreating. Now we can't really let them escape just like that. Look how thin this can go. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting it to go that thin. Okay, so only a few troops here. Very, very, very interesting indeed. Otherwise it can't do it. It looks like that's some kind of a glitch, but it could be not. We can have a few square formations here too, as you can see. A very nice looking thing indeed. Furthermore, these Kazakhs will be retreating, and let's take a look at those squares there. Okay, so this is how they would look like. I think I ordered a different formation, but they probably just don't know how to do it. Okay, it looks like it's time to end this battle. We did got ourselves a close victory. However, I would say that we have dominated the battlefield all the time, and we were fighting their brigades that were very, very poorly led. I would say so far so good. They have even decided to abandon the city itself, which is a thing I've rarely seen. Probably I've never seen this before, that they have decided to do it. Well, the Russians are famous for their strategy of letting the enemy inside of the vast lands of Russia and making sure that Russia's land itself is bearing attrition on the enemy. Alright, it seems that the city is ours, and guess what? Maratha Confederacy declares war. It looks like they wish to establish themselves colonies here, and so they decided to declare war. War has come, the sword is unsheathed, it must be blooded before it can be put down. And so Maratha has started with an invasion into South America, so we have another player in there, and that's Maratha Confederacy. Obviously with that army and ships, they could as well take all the islands. A very, very interesting step indeed. I'm kind of surprised that the Indians have decided to gain advantage there. Our ship here has been caught. And it looks like it has been captured. No, it was their ship that has been caught. One thing I missed in the statistics there. Wasn't expecting to win actually, because normally if the AI attacks, it wins. Now here we are having an interesting one. They're attacking us, but I don't see a way out of this, so let's just let the general fight. And it looks like the fort has been lost, and United States of America did gain itself a better footing there. So army deployed, Philippe Boileau. So surprisingly, okay, the army destroyed, not deployed. For one thing, I thought that the American was French descendants there. Enemy raid, Lubin. Trade gained. Region lost. Unfortunate part blockaded. An invasion. So look at that brown dude right here. So he's from India. Trade agreement cancelled. Maratha Confederacy. Workers' right. So what does that mean? That means we're not going to make as much money without India supporting us. Furthermore, we're losing more trade. It looks like our income is being squeezed. So let's take a look. Bargir infantry line. Shaturnal camel gunners. Siladar lancers. Sikh musketeers. Sikh warriors. Hindu warriors. Mortars. Cannons. That's fixed artillery. That's pretty much with the general Rai Bahan Dhaliwal, who's gonna go down in history as the general who did it, who invaded America. So that's Indian Columbus, right? A new town has emerged in the islands here. Let's take a look. How's the religion bearing here? So far so good. It looks like slowly but surely Catholicism is indeed gaining further ground. But before I do any more expansions, I'm going to make sure that first of all, okay, my troops are in position. I just built something here, a ship I didn't need it to build. Let's just get these troops here, and from here I'm going to send them to Europe. Okay, let's get all of them in. And this way we going to make sure everything is just fine. Now that army from the ship needs to be transferred here into the port. Did it got transferred? It looks like it did not. Okay, you need to disembark. Finally, it looks like this force here is ready, and they may as well move on closer to Munich, where we'll have our forces combined. Furthermore, okay, the Navy can start blockading at some point. I'll get rid of these notifications. So this army is moving. There has to be other armies here that are moving to Munich, right here. Go there. You, Victor Lesage, have already successfully reached Munich. So what's our purpose here? Our purpose here is to fight Genoa where it hurts. So that's in their homeland. So that's their homeland and that's their occupied territory. So they have taken the heart from Poland, Lithuania. We have taken the other heart, so they have taken Lithuania. We have taken Poland, so that's Warsaw, their capital, and Vilnius was the other capital there that made it up the alliance of nations. In here, we are going to start another offensive, while here we're going to at the same time try and fight Vilnius. So, first things first. It looks like I could as well deal with these first. These raiders, they would be otherwise moving into our lands and pillaging. It looks like we have sent just enough troops to get rid of them.
Monsieur, préparez-vous, marchez.
Now that that's done,
Pour la couronne et le pays.
let's get
Votre
them
humble serviteur.